And tonight, the fight is on to save Newfane Hospital, but is the writing on the wall? George Rickard just returned from a pivotal meeting focused on the hospital's future. George?
Well, the operators of Eastern Niagara Hospital tell us no decisions have been made about any closures. But Newfane residents say they have seen and heard other signs that that train might be coming down the track. More than 200 people packed an emergency meeting where the supervisors of Newfane, Cambria, Wilson, and Somerset tried to come up with ideas of how to save Eastern Niagara Hospital in Newfane.
It could mean the difference between life and death.
Pauline Laubacker's daughter has epileptic seizures every few months.
And when she goes into these seizures, her heart rate goes between 130 and 180, which could cause either cardiac distress or a stroke. And with this hospital being right around the corner, she can get medical help as soon as possible.
The hospital has been here in Newfane for more than 50 years, but it wasn't until about 5 years ago that it became an Eastern Niagara Hospital. It's the same group that operates the former Lockport Memorial Hospital, but in the past few months, both hospitals have had layoffs. Town supervisors met with the medical group's CEO last week.
And I'll tell you, the exact statement was made. If we keep Newfane open, both hospitals are going down. What's that tell you?
I've lived in this community almost my entire life. I raised my children in this community. This isn't the first time we've been in crises, and one thing I do know is this community bands together like no other community I've ever seen. We will fight, and we will fight hard.
The residents of Northern Niagara County raised the money and built that hospital. There was no funding from state, federal. It was the residents who built it. So I wouldn't put anything past the residents what we could do. If there's communication out there, we can make it work.
Now, hospital officials say despite recent investments at that facility, the hospital has struggled because of a trend of more people using urgent care facilities and from changes in the way hospitals are paid. But they stress no final decisions have been made. You can see the hospital's official statement on WIVB.com. George Rickard, News 4 at 10.